Hello there everyone and welcome. I've got an update concerning the case of my confiscated steel helmet. So a quick summary, so you don't have to watch the earlier video. I went on eBay looking for a German early war steel helmet from the First World War, if you can't tell, the M16, and I was looking around. I found one. I purchased it. It turns out that the helmet was going to be shipped through eBay's global shipping program, which incurred an additional charge, which were supposed to be for toll fees or some sort of customs fee. Which was quite expensive compared to what I thought I might have to pay. But I'd had quite a difficult time finding a helmet, so I still went ahead with the purchase. I tracked it as it left the seller and made its way to the global shipping center. At the global shipping center, there is where things started going wrong. I got an email from them. First I got an email saying my issue with the seller had been resolved. I didn't have an issue. Then the second email, it actually stated that turns out the helmet was restricted and could not be sent through the global shipping program for some reason. And they weren't going to send it back to the seller, and they weren't gonna then send it to me. So what happened was they confiscated it, which I thought pretty odd. Now both the seller got the money, and I got a refund, but they kept the helmet, which I thought was odd. The seller thought it was odd as well, and he feared that more of his helmets could be taken, so he went ahead and he called eBay. The representative that he talked to said that, oh, you know what, it probably was wrong that the helmet was restricted. So all the buyer has to do is to reach out and see if solving it. So I went through the process of sending an error report basically to eBay. They didn't have one. They did. You pick through these different things like a defaulty item. I didn't get the money and so forth. There wasn't one that said eBay has confiscated my helmet. But I took the closest one, which was that I hadn't received the goods. And then I got a chance to actually write out a little bit more thoroughly what had happened, and I can't exactly remember what I wrote out because it's like a month ago now. But I wrote something, and I don't think I've ever got such a quick reply for any big company ever. I think it was within 15 minutes I'd gotten a reply basically going, screw you, basically. Like, yeah, there's nothing, we're not going to do anything. And so I went, like, God damn it, okay, so I can't get helmets now from eBay, and that was one of the places where I actually had found quite a lot of them, which were kind of refurbished in a way that I wanted. I didn't want like an original, you can get original ones with like original paint and so on, but those are like super expensive, $700 up towards there, and I didn't want one of those. I wanted one that kind of was more of restored, had gone like a plain paint job on it, and I'd found quite a lot of them on eBay. So I was like, this is bad. But then we started digging into it, and I shared kind of the story on Instagram, and a lot of other reenactors reached out and they talked about it, and it turned out that this had happened quite a few times for military type items regarding the global eBay's global shipping program. So a lot of different items had been confiscated. And there I also found out that there was a worry that that eBay was going to scrap the helmet, or destroy it, or get rid of it somehow. But then it turns out that what they actually do is they resell it. They hold it for a while, and then they resell it from their own kind of sneaky seller point, or seller, what's it called, store. Their own store, which is, it's not titled like this, selling confiscated items. It was kind of like set up as kind of a fake site. It had like 100,000 reviews or something, even more than that, but only one item listed. It also, the name of the store was awfully suspicious, similar to the buyer that I actually bought it from. Something like, he was called something like Militaria 1944 or something like that. And it was suspiciously close to that. So it seems like they were like generating just a front page similar to that. And so I looked at it, so, it was basically put up at the same price. So why not buy it from there? Well, it wouldn't then allow me it wouldn't allow shipment outside of the US. So, that's a problem. So I still can't get the helmet, even if I pay for it or go through the process once more. But then I thought, you know what? What if I shipped it first to a friend in the US rather than trying to, ship it to Sweden, because it didn't allow that. So I reached out to one of my friends, and then through his father's business, which he runs I think he runs a business on, what's it called? I can't remember, but he runs a business anyway. So he's experienced with shipping stuff overseas, more so probably than my friend. And so we sent the helmet off to, I bought it, and then I put as the delivering site to his father's address. The helmet went then to his father, and then his father shipped it to me. So kind of it's a very convoluted way of it going sort of going that place, and then, but eventually we figured it out. I think the thing was, I actually did. They wanted me, eBay, when they first, through the global shipping program, they wanted me to pay, I think, $120 for customs fees for the helmet to ship it to Sweden initially. And I thought that was way too much. Now when I actually got the helmet through my American friend's father sending it to me, I paid a toll fee of $22 plus $10 for a handling fee by the Swedish Post. So in total, $33 were paid in like customs fee, compared to what the global shipping program wanted me to ship, 4 times as much basically. So I'm not entirely sure that global shipping program is any good to use. Especially since it confiscates item, it seems to be overcharging you at least 4 times in terms of the customs fees. And, it seems like it's wrong. And then if some problem occurs, they're very hard to actually handle to get stuff corrected. So not a good deal. But eventually, I got it here. With all the shipping it first to, let's see, it gave I was almost out of battery, or 20% battery. I don't know if the video still works. I think it did. Yes, where were I? Bloody interrupting me. So, yes. With all the shipping costs, though, shipping it first to my American friend and then overseas to Sweden, I think it still went to somewhere around what it would have gone originally if eBay had actually sent it. Like it might actually been cheaper. I haven't actually calculated, like doing it this way of shipping it to my American friend and so forth. But yes, finally I got the helmet. So we're gonna take this off. Go on. And we're gonna put on my helmet. It has arrived. Finally, after so much ado, so much difficulty, it finally has arrived. I'm gonna put it on. There we go. I'm ready to face off against Allied shrapnel. And yeah, so the moral of the story, stay away from eBay's global shipping program, at least until they fixed it. Seemed like a great idea at first to make it easier for American sellers to sell abroad. Clearly, they didn't factor in militaria into that. But anyways, that's my story and the conclusion of it, which turned out in the end, it worked out all right, even though it was quite the hassle. See you around.